Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. William here, and today we've just got a very short video, but I think it's quite different. Maybe it's never been done before by any flight sim channel on YouTube. So today may be a very first, because today I'm going to give you an interior tour of our beautiful new 737-800 that Jet and Airways has just purchased from Delta Airlines, our alliance company. Now, as you can see on my last video, I was very happy with it, and we have painted it in our Jet and Airways colors and logo and livery already. It is looking very sharp, if I do say so myself. Now, Jet and Airways, of course, is my imaginary virtual airline that I've been flying and enjoying way back in the day of FSX, and also Flight Simulator 2020, and more recently, in fact in a few days only, I've been enjoying it in XPLANE 11. And in XPLANE 11 I managed to paint the default 737 in our Jet and Airways colors, and I'm just very happy with the way it has come up. There's a few little things I need to improve on it. But as I started looking around this plane, I started to look around at the details, not just outside but actually inside, and I sort of wondered how many people actually spend the time to have a look through the cabin for real, and go back, have a look at the seating, have a look at the bulkheads, and go right through this plane and actually see how much work the modelers and the textures and all the people who put this plane together have actually done. Many of us just sit in the cockpit and look at the controls. We look around inside the cockpit, look at some wing views, exterior views, but we never actually take a good look through the cabin. So have you seen through the cabin of the 737 in XPLANE? Well, today is your lucky day, because it's our new plane. We're having an open day, and I'm showing everyone through our 737-800, right from the very back bulkhead right through to the tip and the nose at the front. Okay, so let's get the tour underway. Right, let's start at the very rear of the plane. This is a really fun, interesting photo, because I've actually cut the very end of the plane, cut it off. I've cut the tail section of the plane right off so that we can see right into the back of the plane past that last final bulkhead. And if you look up here, you can see the two rear doors. Then you come back past the final bulkhead, and if you look down under the floor, you can actually see all the bags and the luggage sitting in the cargo area underneath the floor. I never ever thought that would exist, but there it is, guys. They have modeled all the baggage and the bags underneath the floor in the storage in the luggage compartment area. Incredible. Now, just lifting our camera up a little bit, the very aft or rear of the plane, you can see the two emergency doors on both sides there. You can see the alarm horn at the top. They got a microwave where the cabin crew can warm up their banana and cinnamon muffins. And of course, we've got these fold down chairs where the cabin crew would sit, have a rest, or they would sit during takeoff or landing. Also tucked in just by the fold down seat is the handpiece for the cabin announcement system. Now, if we swing the camera around and look at the very rear of the plane, the tail end of the plane from the interior, this is the very rear bulkhead or the back wall. As you can see, there is quite a lot of storage area. There's the trolleys that can pull out for hot food, warm food, and also those big bins behind that door for food and water and storage and things like that. But you can appreciate the detail on those doors at the back, the emergency doors, the storage facilities there, things that you would never ever know were there, and you would never ever see them unless you actually go hunting for them. Now we're moving into the area that everyone is more familiar with, of course, and that is the main seating and the main cabin area. And as you can see, it is beautifully modeled and textured. Now the 737-800 is not the latest model, not completely outdated, but it is actually getting on. And since we've just received the plane, we haven't had time yet, but we are going to do some upgrading and some refreshments on this cabin area. We're going to put the headrest covers on, all with our branding, Jet and Airways on, so it's going to add a little bit of brightness and freshness and a little bit of colour. And even on the overhead lighting, we might bring in some of our theme colours in our logo for the lighting in the ceiling, just like the 737 MAX. It has a more sort of a modern, trendy sort of look to it. So we may do some upgrading in this cabin area, but as you can see, a lot of work has gone into it, a lot of modelling and texturing, and it is basic, but it does look nice, and of course it does the job beautifully. Now, sticking with the cabin, just moving towards the front of the plane. You can see our monitors there, and of course, yes, we have Wi-Fi, and you can stream and watch, and you can binge watch SimNZ. You can watch all my YouTube movies 24 hours, okay? So you can binge watch SimNZ's airplane and flight sim videos all day long. Oh, it's a good life, guys. What more could you ask for? Now we're moving forward into the final segment of the cabin, the last part of the plane before the actual cockpit, and this area we commonly refer to as the galley. And the bulk of the food is kept here. It is warmed, it is heated and prepared and served out to our wonderful, happy customers. Now, we actually do have a flight today, so I do have to go to work and fly the plane, and as you can see, Karen is on board now. She is testing out all the systems and preparing the galley to receive all the catering from the catering truck that will be arriving very soon. Hi, Karen. Now, as we swing the camera around and look back towards the passenger compartment, we can see the remainder of the galley. As you can see, it's quite a big, spacious sort of area. Plenty of storage there and trolleys that pull out so you can serve the food. They run up and down the aisle. In the old days, we used to call flight attendants trolley dollies because they were the dolly that ran up and down the aisle with the trolley. Of course, it's not PC to say that anymore. We don't call them trolley dollies now. We call them flight attendants. And a better name it is too, and they do a wonderful job. They do an amazing job, so all respect to them for what they have to put up with a lot of the time. But as you can see, they've got the coffee percolator there. Someone left their Coke and their Sprite can there to be cleaned up, but it's all looking clean, all looking very tidy, ready for our flight today. Okay, as we move into the final part of the tour, oh yeah, this is the engine room, guys. This is where all the action happens. Oh yeah, the big boss sits right here. And of course, this is the cockpit, and this is the area that most of us are all very familiar with, and you've probably seen many, many times. And here it is, the hot seat. This is where all the big decisions are made, guys. The captain's seat and the first officer seat. Now have a look at the detail of the panel that's on the floor there, the door at the back, all the fuses and things on the back wall. It is just phenomenal, and it is amazing, and it's really worth stopping and taking the time to look around and just soak it all in and see how much detail and work and texturing has actually gone into this amazing plane. Well, that brings us to the end of the tour, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's just a short one, but I think it really highlights the amount of work and finishing and texturing and modeling that's gone on in regards to this plane. Even in the new flight simulators, the planes that are being released nowadays, many of them are not as modeled and textured as good as this, as far as a complete plane, right through the cabin to the back of the plane. This is phenomenal, and as someone who's new to XPLANE and new to this 737, I've got to say I'm really blown away. Okay, I've got a flight to do, so I've got some work ahead of me. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below if you like it, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys, and stay safe. Ciao.